There's these stickers right here.
Hey guys, what's happening? We are at the home of Jim Satryb, four-time New England motocross and woods riding champion. What's happening, Jim? How you doing?
Good, very good.
Jim has been active in motocross. He recently retired. How old do you say you are, Jim?
41 years with AT&T.
41 years with AT&T. And how old are you now?
65.
And he just went to Unadilla last weekend and spanked a bunch of the youngsters on the CR500 here. It's an absolute beast. And you've been riding CR500 since when? Back in the 80s, right?
Yeah.
And this one here is a pretty special build that you have all those years of learning the technology and what works. You pretty much got this one dialed in, right?
Oh, yes. You can't ask for much more. This thing is a great bike. It is a great bike.
Jim is looking to get a CR250, 93 to 96, I think is what you're looking for, right? Steely?
Either that or I would go 88, 89 on one of the old red ones.
Or an old 88, 89, okay.
88 basically because of the conventional forks.
Yep.
Because 89 was one of the worst forks that they ever had. And actually there's one right now in Binghamton, New York for sale where the guy put 02 CRF450 forks on it.
Nice.
That might be a good buy.
I think so. So this bike here, tell us a little bit about it. This is a beauty. The first thing I noticed was the hydraulic clutch it has on it. It's got a hydraulic clutch, and the frame is freshly powder-coated white. You said the engine had been rebored. I guess it's, what, first over?
First over. And I got the Moto Tazaneri.
V-Force 3?
Yeah, with the JD jetting in the carb, so it runs like a top. And if you look at the exhaust, it is clean.
And you were running VP, do that one more
A little
time.
VP. I was running a little VP.
VP 110, his finger's still clean in there.
Yeah.
VP 110, one or 2 gallons to 5?
2 gallons to about 2 or 3 gallons of...
With Castrol 927, this must sound crisp with the silencer on here.
People love to follow me because they just love the smell of that 927.
So
and they got no choice. They gotta follow me.
Yeah, they don't have a choice whether they like to or not, you know. With this thing's a beast.
But
So
they love it. And I just rebuilt the master cylinders on front and rear brakes.
awesome. Yeah, this the other thing I noticed is you got a real special braking system on this. What's the scoop with this
It's a
here?
Galfer 270. That is bigger than the stock was 240, I think. And so
Yep.
this is 270. This is pretty much what the modern bikes are now.
A Nissan caliper, and you've got the nice factory connection Kiabas set up for 220 pound.
Yeah. And I'm telling you what, this front brake, because of the front brake, I would go through pads on the rear, stopping this thing like that.
Yeah.
Because I went to this 270 front end, I rarely use the rear brake now. I'm doing the front brake because it's got so much stopping power, which it never had before.
That's awesome. And you had factory connection valved in springless for a 220 pound bed Expert.
Yes, I did.
And you got a special set of bars on here too, and some really cool looking grips. What do you got here?
These are the latest Emig grips. The nice soft compound, and they're bolt-on, which is very convenient.
They are beautiful too. The black and white, very
Black
nice.
and white, they go good. And these are the Renthal twins. I think these are...
And you said you haven't been getting the hole shots lately, so you've been putting the handguards on there. So,
yeah, you need handguards for
matter of fact,
Unadilla.
I got you on the hole shot at Unadilla last year, but I think you passed me in the second corner, so it didn't last long.
Yes, I did. Yeah, it didn't last long.
So this is a really special bike. I really appreciate you handing it down to me. I will give it a good home at the museum, and I'll ride the hell out of it this weekend at the Mid-Ohio Vintage National. The only problem I see is Junior might want to pry it from my fingers and take a rip on it. So, if you've been following us online, those YouTubers out there, or you, Jim, you know we have 3 of these being built right now, and I wasn't able to complete the aluminum frame one in time. Another local Honda expert is building that for us, and that's an 03 service Honda. And as I said earlier, I prefer the steel frame. I think the aluminum frames are awesome. They look cool, but there's something about the steel frame, man. The geometry, the way they turn, they don't vibrate as much. It's a little bit bigger. And as far as the ergonomics on this, you did some really cool things on this. Describe what you did for the peg, the bar to seat relationship. That's been changed too on this.
BRPs to get the bars a little bit forward, so you can use, the stock one, you couldn't use the oversized bars on it.
Yep.
So with this triple clamp, you have the use of oversized bars on it.
Very cool. Yeah, these are a beefy set of Renthals. What model Renthal is that? It's a twin wall.
Tin wall, 994.
994. It's a nice
994.
bend with the super nice grips on there.
Yeah.
Rental crossbar pad. I see you got these are bleeders on there, right?
Leaders on it, yep.
To let the air out.
Yep. After you take it out of the truck, after you ride all the way, up to New York, whatever like that.
And the pegs,
The bleeders.
you did something with the pegs here. These are a little lower and a little bit farther back than the standard ones, and a
Yep.
little larger, aren't they?
Oh yes, they're much wider than stock, and of course they're farther back. So for tall guys, it makes it easier for you to stand when you need to.
Which is great for me. I'm 6'2" and old back and old knees, so the help I can get.
Yeah, with the tall seat that I'm giving with you on like this.
Yeah, this
tall seat with the pegs
this
on the back.
this is a seat. He has a couple different seats that go with it here too. This seat right here is a stock one. I'll show you the difference. The stock one, the foam is a little bit skinnier and not as tall. The red one's a little bit taller and a lot more padding in the back. So if you get tired and you have to sit down, it'll take the beating that your spine would take otherwise. So that's a really nice piece. So the seat's a little bit higher, the pegs are a little bit lower, the bars are a little bit higher. So the ergonomics are much better, and they come sprung for a 160-pound guy, and that's not going to work for me at 220. So luckily Jim and I weigh the same, so this will be perfect. New chain and sprocket. Is that a Renthal?
Yeah.
Very nice. TM Design Works chain sliders. Jim's everything's meticulous. There's not a speck of dirt on this thing anywhere, and it's got a new set of Takasago XL rims on it with a nice set of tires. These are the Unadilla specials, as they recommend running at the mid-pack Unadilla surface, so they're not sand. These are mid-terrain. Works connection frame guards, and the bottom of the frame is mint. Doesn't look like there's any dents in it at all, which is very rare.
It's got a work connection skid plate on it now.
Yeah, the skid plate will protect the frame, and nice and light works connection. You got the factory ration covers. Just a beautiful bike, Jim. Thank you very much. I'm super grateful that you hooked me up with it.
I hate giving it up, but I'm 65 and it's becoming a little bit too much for me.
There's not too many 65-year-old dudes that can hang with you, huh? Here's the secret. He's recently retired, and what he does is he trains on these bicycles right here. So if you get him in the whole shot, unless you've been riding a bicycle all the time like he is, his cardio is going to get you. You're probably not going to stay ahead of him, but he's been racing as an expert for 30 years, so 3 decades. So that kind of wisdom and experience, you learn all the tricks of the trade. And he also rides with some of the best, like Jim Meenan. And who are the other guys you ride with?
A couple times I go down to Ainsworth's. I run with Billy,
Can you
Jr.
keep up
like
with
that.
Senior down there?
Oh, no. Oh, Senior has that track dialed.
Yeah, he does.
That home track advantage.
Yeah.
It holds on to almost every track, and riders, it makes a difference, a home track advantage,
Absolutely.
And I really never really had one.
But how old's Bill Senior now? He's got to be 60 something, right? 60?
He might be 58 or
58?
something like that, 58 like that. I'm not sure.
I've seen him beat the local pro riders that go down there on that track that can't hang with him because he just keeps it tapped everywhere.
He knows that track, and now he's I forget what he's riding now. He tried a 125, but I think he moved back. Oh, he's on a YZ 250F now, a brand new one.
His son, Billy Jr., was absolutely ripping this weekend at the National. He smoked everybody from the minute the gate dropped. He was just gone, and he looked super. It looked like he had more speed in the bag if somebody caught up to him. He wasn't even pushing it. But
I was surprised about Marshall though.
Marshall was flying. He was
for a big dude on a
200.
125.
He's got to be 230. He's 220.
Oh, yeah. Shades of JoJo Keller.
Oh yeah,
man.
yeah.
I used to feel sorry for those bikes underneath
Yeah,
Keller.
yeah. Marshall was on the
125.
gas. And who was the guy that got second? I forget his name. 31. Blonde haired guy.
Oh, I know who it is.
Everybody was saying he was going to win, but he didn't stand a chance. Billy got him.
Billy got him.
Larry Fortin Jr. He's only 16 years old. He was in the top 5. I'm not sure how long Billy and them can stay ahead of him because he's getting faster and they're getting older. So Billy's 34 actually. So
Yeah.
I've known him since he was 2 years old. So
Southwick is his home track.
it'll be cool getting this bad boy out to Mid Ohio. I'm really excited about it. Is there anything else you'd like to tell us about the bike? I know
No, pretty much.
everything's been done on it. It's ready to race.
Yep. I don't think you're going to have any issues at all.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, Jim. Stay tuned, folks. We'll have a video of me ripping this thing at Mid Ohio.
And I want to know how you do.
Well, my goal is to get the whole shot,
Oh.
and we'll see what happens next time. Maybe I'll stay ahead of him for more than a couple corners, but
Yeah.
I guess on this bike, if you don't get the whole shot, you got no one to blame but yourself, right? So,
Definitely.
and my second goal is to walk home with no issues. So, we'll leave the rest in God's hands. So
Oh.
stay tuned, and God bless America.